It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. Kicking off this show tonight, we heard something from our good friends American Dog. It's another lost weekend right here on the Classic Metal Show. And we just heard something from the Auburn Records artist, Aftershock, with some Burning Chrome, and a guy who I don't even know how to even incorporate that, but a guy who just burns the candle on both ends. My good friend Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
What is up, sir? How are we?
Well, we're well, and we're live with the video.
Are we live? Can you see it?
Oh, I don't know. I can't watch the video and talk to you at the same time.
Let me try. I'm trying to figure it out. Go ahead. We can start, and I can fiddle.
All right. I did see a notice pop up. It says the Classic Metal Show is live.
All right, then we must be live.
Yeah,
somewhere.
So I got a notice. So we're doing something new here. We did a little test on this video thing. People have been asking us to do video broadcast for quite a while, and we did a test on Wednesday that seemed to work out fairly well.
Sure.
And so we're going to try it tonight to see if we can make it through a whole 6 hours so you can just sit there and stare.
Yeah, people are going to have to, I'm going to say it in advance, you're going to have to bear with us a little bit. This is brand fucking new to us as well.
So right, exactly.
Be a little patient here because we're going to have some foobar moments, but so far it seems to be working.
Yeah, well, we did a little test this morning, and seem to dial in everything, and I think it'll be okay. I guess we'll have to rely on the chat room, to let us know what's going on out there, because right. I certainly can't sit here and watch this and try to do the show and go, oh, hey, there we are, look at us.
Yeah, and I'm trying to right now, and and there we are. All right, we are on. Cool, I guess. Hey, there we are.
Hey, everybody.
Rockin', yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, here we are back with another edition of the Classic Metal Show. Tonight, we're going to do something a little bit not classic metal, as if that's any big surprise, but we've got a guest calling in tonight, right?
We do. We have the lead singer of the Babies, Mr. John Bazaha, is going to be checking in a little while. I guess they have a new project or tour or something coming up, and John's gonna clue us in on what that is, and we'll just talk a little bit about some classic rock. I guess that'll be fun.
Yeah, sure. Well, I know that you have attended the Baby show when it came through, the Akron area there,
right?
And you got to know those guys a little bit. You did hang out a little bit, and you do correspond with them, and you've kind of struck up some kind of a friendship there.
Yeah, I have. John and I have talked on Facebook a little bit, and we are slowly but surely turning into like friends. So it's cool, man. And I was saying this earlier on I guess on Facebook or somewhere. But, it's just cool when the bands that you listen to as a little kid, and I listened to the Babies when I was a little kid, 79, 80, 81.
Yeah. Well, that's when they were popular in the late 70s.
Right. And I listened to them then, and I was a fan, and now I'm like knowing these guys. It's like cool, It's just a very cool thing,
Mm-hmm. So they're going to be out touring around, and they'll be back in your area again, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're going to be at the what is it called? The Music Box Supper Club in downtown Cleveland. I've never been there before, but they're going to be performing there, and it's on a Sunday, so I will definitely be there, and I can't wait, man, because they literally best show I saw in 2016. It was a great time and just a rocking show, and I can't wait to see him again, man. It's going to be fun.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I guess you've also been asked to kind of do the honors of doing a little bit of intro for them too. Is that true?
That is true. That is very true. I will be handling that as a piece of the puzzle here. And look, now we're getting all kinds of we're frozen, blah blah blah. We know we're working on it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to work on it right now. I'm just going to talk.
Yeah, don't mess with it. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get it cleaned up.
Sure. All right. Well, anyway, aside from that, people are experiencing the new technology that we're trying to incorporate into the show, be
Sure.
it the video.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it's just like, well, you go. It's too funny. You got to wonder all the time. It was cool that Eric volunteered to punch Eddie Trunk in the balls for us too.
That was a bit funny.
Yeah. Well, last night Stephen Pearcy played in Houston,
Right.
and you alerted the fans in that area that if they were in the area and they mentioned Eddie Trunk at the door, they could get in for free.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of funny comments.
Yeah.
About that.
Poor Ed. He's just trying to do something nice, and look at you guys just shitting on the man.
Yeah, no kidding. And then Angie Dokken.
Yeah.
She hooked up with the Trunkster and took a picture with him.
She did in CMS gear. It was great.
Yeah, she was wearing the CMS shirt.
Right. That is funny.
Yeah. And I wonder if Eddie go, oh, you're a fan of those guys. How come you're not wearing that metal show shirt?
Dude, he's got to be, at this point, he's got to be like, oh shit, another one of their fans.
Got to take a capture with one of those CMS shirts on.
Yeah, exactly. And the worst part is we really don't have a problem with Ed.
Nah, not at all.
I never have, and you claim that you don't, and I'll take you at your word. So,
well, I mean, I saw him at the M3, and he came over, and I took pictures with him.
Right, sure.
And he shook hands with me, and hey, how you doing? And just very cordial, very friendly.
Right.
I had no issue, no qualms there. But, we just, hey, man, how's it going? Good to see you again. That kind of thing.
Sure. Well, that's cool. It looks like we got the video fixed now.
Now, what did you do now?
I just booted the video production software, and now it's working, and it's all green.
All right, nice.
My little monitor's not flickering orange and red now. It's all green. So
all right.
Now everybody's saying the video's fine. You're welcome, you cocksucking complaining fucks.
Well, Eddie rocks. I'm glad it works for you, pal.
Yeah, pal.
Because I think Eddie actually sent us an email last week. He wanted to call in and talk about Metallica.
Oh, does he?
I think so. I think he went to see Metallica on their current tour here. So maybe Eddie will be able to call in later tonight and regale us with his Metallica experience.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. So Angie says Eddie was very nice.
Well, that's good. Why would he not be very nice? He's got to sell you his. I mean, he's got to make nice with the customers.
Sure. Actually, I'd like Angie to call into the show. I want to find out her experience last night. So Angie, call us right now, 800-497-5891. Give us a call, Angie. I want to find out how the show went, and I want to know, what Eddie brought to the table last night as the MC or the host, or is it worth the $2,000 to $4,000 or whatever the club owner paid him to fly in to say, hey, here's Stephen Pearcy.
Right.
Here's Mark Torian and the BulletBoys. Let's have a hand.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah, so give us a call, Angie, 800-497-5891.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
I want to know how the show went, and I want to know what the evening's events were like, and if you enjoyed seeing Pearcy or not, and tell us your story. We'd like to know.
Sure.
So anyway, Pearcy out on tour, still working the record and working the Rat angle of it.
Okay.
And playing around, and I'm going to go see him in a couple of weeks.
Well, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yep. So not a lot of things going on for me on a show level or upcoming concerts or anything. That's the only one I think I got coming up in any near future.
Really?
Yeah. There's not really anything coming around the area that I really want to see.
Yeah, I've got the Babies coming up in October, and then I've got I might go see Guns N' Roses the end of October. Like it's like the day before my birthday here. And whatchamacallit, of all people, Corey from Uncontrolled Noise hit me up yesterday and was like, "Hey, have you bought your tickets yet for GNR in Cleveland? I want to see it one more time." So maybe Corey might come down here and then we'll go see it. I'm not sure.
Very cool.
Haven't connected that dot yet, but we'll see how that works out.
All right. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Angie.
Hey, Angie. I want to find out. I want to find out how the show went last night and what you saw and what the Trunkster had to say and what did he do for for his appearance there. So I know you said, I saw your little post there that you had gotten there a little bit early and there were like 5 opening bands or something.
Yeah, there was 4 local bands and then BulletBoys and then Pearcy. I got there about 8 because I didn't want to sit through all those bands because they're usually not really good.
Well, what time did things get rolling over there?
Oh, it was probably 7.
Well, how many bands? Well, you couldn't have missed that many bands if it got rolling at 7 and you got there at 8.
No, the second band was on when I got there, and then I went and sat outside and smoked and talked to some people, and then I went back in when some of my Houston peeps got there, and I went and met up with them. So, Coco, hush. That's my dog.
Okay. All right. So you got there, and so what was Eddie doing? I mean, what was his role there? Was he hawking his book, or was he just...
No, he wasn't. There was a show at a private VIP event at the House of Blues the night before, and they had like Robert Mason and Dee Snider, and it was by invite only. And some of my Houston peeps, one of them that was in the band Tame Fury, he was there. They were there, and he was hosting that with Steven was there too. But I'm not sure, but I think the venue probably lost money because there wasn't a lot of people there.
What, at the show you went to?
Yeah, I mean, I got there was 5 people at the rails.
Are you wait a minute. So Pearcy and the BulletBoys are playing and Eddie Trunk is hosting this thing and there were 5 people in the place?
When the opening bands were on, now when Tame Fury's a big local band.
Okay.
And there was more people out on the floor for them, and then when the BulletBoys came out, which that was horrible. I don't like the BulletBoys, and they were not. I just don't get them. And
well, wait a minute. You can't just gloss over that. You gotta. So you don't like the BulletBoys because Mark? You don't like their. Wait a minute. You don't like their music, or you don't like Mark Torian, or they don't perform well.
I don't like him. I don't like him because he got busted for his child support. He don't pay his child support. So I don't dig men that don't do that.
So this is a personal issue with you rather than... Go ahead.
A little bit. I was never into them anyway, but he needs to give up the skinny jeans because it just don't work for him. I will post a video later on Facebook of it. It's not cute. He's just... It was not good. We just sat there and just were in awe that they just not good. I mean, we were just looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, okay, so he didn't perform well? Is that what you're saying? Or you just don't like their music?
No. They didn't perform well. It's just...
Was it the whole band or was it just Mark?
It was the whole band, the four of them. I don't know them because I don't keep up with them, but I had seen them back in a few years ago when Pearcy came to the Houston, and I didn't care for him then. I walked away from the stage and went and did whatever till Pearcy came on.
Okay.
All right. So what did Eddie do? Did he introduce the BulletBoys, or was he?
Yeah, he came out and introduced the BulletBoys, and then he came out and introduced Pearcy, and then he walked around. He stayed for a really long... We thought he would leave after he introduced Pearcy, but he was out on the floor meeting people for a long time.
Well, how many people were in the place for Pearcy's part of the show?
More than
Maybe
100?
5 or maybe 5.
500?
Yeah, that's making it a lot. Yeah, because there was
Wow.
people sitting at the bars. There was like 3 different bars, and it's a new place that just opened. So,
Wow.
Well, how was his performance? Did you enjoy his show?
Pearcy, yeah, I went right up to where Eric was. I just posted the video of it. I was on Eric's side, and he was really good. I mean, he was. It was better than the last time I saw him. It was good. He was cheerful and interacting with the crowd. And then they had these. I think there's video of it. These 4 guys off to the side of me. I don't know what was wrong with these guys, but they kept handing Pearcy a hat, and he was like, "I don't want this shit," and just wanting him to knuckle bust them and shake their hands and screaming, and they're like a bunch of groupies. It was just ridiculous. These grown men, and then one of them, when I was walking out to leave, he was so drunk they had to carry him to his truck wherever they took him. He was so drunk he couldn't walk. It was crazy.
So did Pearcy or his band do any kind of meet and greet or anything like that?
We waited till about 2:00. They said they were going to come out. I saw Eric come out, and then they said he was, but the bar closed at 2, and they were making us leave, so we didn't get to see Pearcy.
I see. So you know Eric a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and I've talked to him on Facebook before, and that's about it.
Okay.
But yeah.
And then you met the Trunkster, and what did you say to him?
I just said, "Hey, me and this guy Matt was standing there. He's my Houston people I go to concerts with," and I was like, "You gonna get a picture?" He's like, "Yeah, you." I went, "I don't know. I don't like him. He's a dick. I don't, and I just don't like him. I never have." And, well, I'm wearing my classic metal shirt. I said, "Let me go take a picture with my classic metal shirt on, and that'll really get him." He was nice. Shook my hand, took a picture. Was very nice, cordial.
And he said, "I started the classic metal show, me."
I was waiting for that, but no, he didn't.
No,
Did he try-
waiting for that?
Did he try to sell you a book?
No, he wasn't promoting any books that I saw.
Okay.
He was just taking pictures and talking. You had to wait because he wouldn't shut up. He just kept talking to people. I was like, oh my God, if I miss Stephen Pearcy coming out, I will punch him in the throat. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
I've met Stephen Pearcy before. You know me.
Well, I really don't, but I'm getting a good idea here, though.
Right.
Yeah. Now Dokken's coming in November, and I was gonna, what I can do to get on the guest list.
How do your knees handle concrete?
Oh. Yeah, they're coming back to Houston. I got to meet him for a few seconds the last time and get a picture with him, but I didn't, I wanted to show him my license plate and say, I'm your biggest fan.
Your license plate? You have a license plate that says Dokken?
Yeah, it's on my Facebook page. Yeah, I got my light when I bought a new car last year. When I went and got a personalized plate that says Dokken.
Ooh, how much did that cost you?
$60.
That's not too bad.
Mm.
Any real fan would do that for Don, right, Neeley?
Yeah. All right, Angie. Anything else?
No, it was good, and I'm glad I took the weekend off. Glad y'all are having a live show so I can hear it live and call in. But I work on Saturday night, so I'm not able to catch the show.
Well, soak it all in, Angie. Soak it all in.
I will. I will.
Yeah, not only did you get to see Mark Torian and Stephen Pearcy, but you actually get to see Chris and I actually see us.
I know. It's awesome. I love it.
Is. Yeah, it's great.
I love it. You know, that I need to get in that guest list for the November show.
Are you like putting a bug in our ear? Is that what you're trying to do there, Angie?
A little bit. I'll never ask for anything.
All right, Angie. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I love you, Neeley.
Yes.
I love you, Chris.
I just love Neeley. It's okay.
I'll do whatever you want.
Oh, wow.
I'll do whatever you want.
Looks like Chris will be flying down to Louisiana.
Yep. Might have to make a special trip.
Come on.
Bring it on, Chris.
All right.
All right, Angie, your management is saying you have to go.
Okay. All right. Helen Keel. Fuck you, pal. Hands up.
How come you had to whisper that almost? How come you... Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal.
I was trying to remember what it was. I never can remember what it is.
Well, now you remember. Now do it right.
Helen Keel. Fuck you, pal. Hands up.
Perfect. See you, Angie.
All right.
There goes Angie.
There she goes.
Yeah. So she went to see Eddie, Mark Toreen, and Steven last night.
Maybe not in that order, though.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite. She really didn't go to see the BulletBoys at all. Holy smokes.
No, she doesn't like. It's personal with her. He got busted for the child support thing, so she can't be supportive of Mark.
Not at all. Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck
cannot.
that guy.
Yeah,
he screwed
pal.
his children over.
That's right. Wow.
And knock off the skinny jeans, Mark.
Gotta say, I agree with her on that, too. That is a weird look on a 55-year-old guy.
No, if you ask him, he's 38.
Still.
Yeah, he's still 38.
It's one of those like a chick every year. It's 39 again.
Yeah.
Get it?
Well, you know, I've run into Mark a half a dozen times over the years.
Yeah.
And the guy has always been very, very gracious, very kind, very friendly.
Sure. He's always been nice to me.
And I mean, he's always been nice to me. Every time I see him, he's always just friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got nothing against Mark. I mean, he's been on the show a few times, and, you know, I've seen him perform. I mean, obviously, he's not the 20-something-year-old that was singing Smooth Up In Ya, but...
And look, and I'll be honest, I saw him on that tour, on the album in '88, and he wasn't that good then.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, he's just like his idol, David Lee Roth. Never been a great performer live.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, but he's just not, you know, it is what it is. It's just, you know, he's a guy that got lucky with a couple of songs, I guess. I don't know.
That's true. I'll tell you where Mark actually impressed me as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize the guy could play guitar as well as he does.
Well, wasn't he like almost had the Jakey Lee gig, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. But he actually plays guitar very well.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Ozzy was just about to pick him, you know, you got to think that he could play. And yeah, but then he made the smart decision of forming his own band instead of jumping in with Ozzy.
Right.
Oof. That didn't work out well.
Yeah, again, it was the right place, right time for him to, you know, launch the BulletBoys. I mean, granted, the BulletBoys were never mega stars or anything, but they did have a couple of MTV hits that did allow them to have, you know, their moment in the sun.
Yeah, they had some decent records, actually. I mean, honestly, I'm trying to think if there was ever really a bad one. That Orange Curtain, whatever that shit was god awful.
What something about monkey?
Wasn't that the blind monkey behind the orange curtain or some shit?
Something like that. I don't remember. I knew there was something about a monkey or the orange, and I know orange was that. I don't remember what it was.
But first album was really good. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was listenable. It was fun for the time. It was perfect. The one after it I liked a lot. The one with THC Groove.
Right, exactly. Zaza.
Freak Show. Freak Show. Yeah, Zaza was good too. That one had probably my favorite Bullet Boys song ever, with Sing a Song about the LA riots.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good tune. And we like the one with the dog on the cover. What was that?
Yeah.
Sophie.
Yeah, Sophie.
Sophie. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was like a throwback Bullet Boys. It was almost like a companion to the first two.
Yeah, and then what wasn't the last one was like their attempt to be Three Doors Down.
Yeah, they were trying to be a little modern, and that one didn't quite fly.
Yeah, the Elefante or something.
Elefante.
Yeah, garbage.
Yeah, was that on the Shavis record label?
I mean, great.
Well, it's no longer Shavis record label, so you can say that.
Yeah, well, if it was on the Shavis label, it was shit. If it's on the High Volume Music, it's fantastic. Can't wait to hear more.
Greg in the chat room got it. Acid Monkey.
Acid Monkey, yeah. Not so good.
Yeah, not so good.
I think he drank the acid.
But look at Angie actually throwing out a compliment to Mark. Yes, Mark does play well.
Well, good. That's nice.
So for someone who's biased and didn't have a lot of nice things to say about Mark, she at least gave him props for his ability to play.
Yeah. He just doesn't go smooth up in his wallet to pay his child support, apparently.
Right. Well, maybe he doesn't have any money. I mean,
Yeah.
do you think Mark is making any money at Bullet Boys?
Dude, he's got to be pulling down $200-300 a gig.
Exactly.
What do you think a Bullet Boys pulls? $3 grand?
$2 grand?
$2 grand, $3 grand? Yeah. No more than 3.
Eddie Rocks in the chat room. He likes my wrestling shirt, man.
Ooh.
See, this is what's weird about the whole camera thing. Everybody's got to analyze everything about you.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm closed up and hidden behind my microphone.
Look at that studio, man. What's all those blinking lights in the background?
Meanwhile, now I got my hands in front of it. There. Yeah, you can look at the back of my hand.
Cool.
Look at that. That's what you can see. My fucking hand. That's it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't love this, but it's what the fans want, man.
Right. We're trying to do what the fans want.
Yeah.
So if you want to sit there and stare at me like a mental patient, have at it.
Mm-hmm.
Analyze everything about me.
Yeah. I think
Just check me out. Look me up and down.
Yeah. I think we've got the video sort of in place, though. Now it's not erroring or anything anymore. So.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Well, I've got nothing to share with you this week. It's actually been kind of a boring week for me.
Well, I've literally worked and worked. Then I did a little work. And then after that, I did a little bit of work. So, yeah, I have nothing to share.
Oh, no, I do actually have something to share. It's something I did this morning. I was kind of telling you a little bit about it.
Okay.
I was flipping through Amazon this morning, Amazon Prime.
Sure.
And I was just looking to see if there was anything worthwhile watching, because sometimes I like to put a movie on or something, and then I get up and start doing some shit around the house, and just more or less I'll catch a scene here and there as I'm kind of in and out,
right?
In front of the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So I see this thing. It says, "Here I Go Again." Now, I remember hearing about this movie.
Okay.
Sort of a documentary type thing, but our good friend Ron Keel plays a very big part in this.
Okay.
And speaking of Eddie Trunk, he's also in this.
Eddie Trunk, of course he is. It's something about music. He's in all of it.
Who else plays a very prominent role in this movie?
Who?
Our good friend Stevie Rochelle.
Oh, really?
He's very much in this movie, and then a lot of the 80s guys are in this movie, like Jack Russell, the guys from Trickster, Robert Mason and Eric Turner from Warrant.
Okay.
Chips Enough is in this.
Right.
Let's see who else made some cameos in here. Just a bunch of guys. Oh, Stacey Blades. He plays a fairly big part in this.
Okay.
But Ron Keel, plays a very large part in this. And basically, if you haven't seen it, and I didn't know what to expect, I was just thinking it was going to be some kind of a real cheesy movie.
Sure.
But it was kind of interesting, but yet kind of depressing at the same time.
Okay.
What it is these guys, they had a band, they're from Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
And they had a band in high school. It was an 80s style band. They had the big hair and they had all the bandanas around their neck and, all that other stuff, just basically looking like early Bon Jovi.
Okay.
And it was high school, right? So these guys were only like 16, 17, 18 years old at the time that they had their band.
Okay.
So after high school was over, everybody kind of went their separate ways and the band never went anywhere. They didn't do anything. They got to play a few of the local clubs and stuff, but they never did anything.
All right.
So in their mid ages now, they're like pushing 40. Okay. Maybe they are in their 40s. I don't know. I'm assuming they're probably about in their early 40s.
All right.
So they're older now and they're a little overweight and they're not quite fit anymore.
Okay.
Now they decide, hey, let's put the high school band back together.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So of course, some of the key members of this band, they lost contact with them because it's been like 26 years,
Sure.
So they're like hunting some of their former friends / bandmates down, and they've lived all over the country. Like a couple guys are in like Colorado and one guy's in Michigan and one guy's in another guy's still in Florida, and
right.
They're just trying to reconnect with everybody.
Right.
And here's the sad thing.
Okay.
These guys, they're jobless or they lose their job and they got bills stacking up and they got losing their houses and their cars and all this other stuff because they can't pay their bills.
Okay.
Because they're unemployed and they have these dreams of making it. It's just like, dude, it's too little too late.
Right.
So they contact their other bandmates and everybody's got wives and kids and normal jobs and whatever. So just 2 out of the 5 guys decide they're going to forge ahead.
Okay.
And Stevie Rochelle is kind of behind this. I don't know what part he played exactly, but the one guy who was the singer, Ron Keel is giving him lessons on how to sing.
Okay.
So he goes out and he visits with Ron, and Ron has given him lessons on how to breathe properly and how to sing from the diaphragm.
All right.
So this guy's a little on the chunky side, he's a little bit porky.
Right.
And he goes, so Ron is trying to show him where he needs to breathe and where he needs to where he needs to project from.
Okay.
And he goes, you gotta start doing some crunches. And the guy says, what makes you he goes, what makes you think I don't do crunches? And he goes, I'm not talking Captain Crunch, my friend.
Nice.
So then Ron helps them craft a song.
Right.
And they get into a studio with Ron, and Ron is producing their song, right?
Right.
And he brings in some pretty decent players, to come in and play with them.
Right.
And it's just these 2 guys and Ron and, Ron is trying to give him instructions as to how to stack his vocals. Like they have like a chorus where it has to have like a 4 or 5 vocals stacked.
Okay.
And he's telling the guy, you need to sing this line as close to the last time you sang it because you're going to be harmonizing and singing with yourself.
Okay.
So the guy starts getting real snippy with him. Well, this is how I want to sing it. And Ron is like, he goes, God damn it, you asked me to get involved with you. You're going to do it the way I tell you to do it.
Yeah, pal.
So it got a little heated there.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if any of it was dramatics for the film or if they were really getting heated at each other. But Ron is just like, you know what? You asked me to get involved, and I'm telling you how this is done. So this guy who's not even really a musician per se,
right?
He's telling Ron how he's going to do it.
Right.
I mean, it was kind of funny in a way.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, they create a song and they want to go out and they want to actually perform live. So they got to open up for, and speaking of Jakey Lee, they get to open up for Red Dragon Cartel at some club.
Okay. Wow. That's a big one.
So they were able to like find some musicians to fill in the other 3 guys that didn't join their reunion. So they had to get like a bassist and a drummer and, somebody else to round out the lineup and stuff. And they actually got to play. And then on top of that, then they got to go out on and be part of one of the Monsters of Rock crews. Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So they got to be one of the support acts, to do that. So it was all for their video or their documentary that they were filming. But it was kind of sad because it's just like, dude, this time in your life kind of passed you by already. Yeah, just go be an accountant already. Accept what life gave you. Yeah, you're gonna have to go get a job, man. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, I get the whole dream of wanting to do it, but you should have been doing this 10, 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, it's time to give it up. Yeah, it's not high school anymore. Yeah, as we sit here trying to be radio stars. But the thing is we have been doing this for 20 years. Yeah, that is true. We haven't quite given up yet. Just pick it up yesterday and go, hey, I had a dream in high school. I wanted to be on the radio. Yeah, man. No, we've been slugging it out for 22 years. Yeah, exactly. And now we're the biggest. Yeah, but the thing is we're not losing our homes and shit over it either. No, not at all. Not at all. Neither one of us considers it a quote unquote business. No, not at all. So anyway, if you want to see kind of an interesting documentary and see a lot of your favorite 80s guys commenting on, where the music business is today and any kind of encouraging words that they could give these guys. And these guys got, they got interviewed like on like Hair Nation radio. Okay. And we're on like DC 101 in Washington. So this was, this was like documentary-ish, or it was like a documentary type thing. Yeah, it wasn't just a goof. No, I thought it was like a movie. Like no, it wasn't like a Jack Black type movie type thing. This was actually a documentary of a couple of guys who wanted to, put their band back together and give it one shot to make some music and play in front of an audience or something. Oh, then I definitely have to watch these guys looking like tools. I have to see. I thought it was like like Detroit Rock City or something like that. That's like a movie. No. It wasn't a spoof movie. These are 2 real dudes who, set out to, at least play in front of an audience for once or something. All right. We got to ask when we have Ron on the show next, we got to ask him about this. Yeah, because, I remember hearing about it. And who else made a cameo in this, which I thought was kind of goofy because this kid is just the dork. But that Andrew kid from that hair metal mansion. Andrew? Yeah. They got all the big names in this one. Yeah, he made like some comment. Well, good for him. And like I said, Eddie made some comments, via the Skype video or something. Sure. He made several comments in there, but probably the most prominent ones that made a lot of commentary that they got comments from was mostly Stevie, of course, Ron Keel, Jack Russell, Robert Mason. Okay. Lorraine Lewis from Femme Fatale. She talked, she had a lot to say. Right. So it was kind of funny and kind of interesting and kind of sad at the same time. Mostly sad at the same time. Kind of sad. It was kind of pathetic. But was it kind or was it mostly? Come on. Mostly. Because these guys were broke. They had no money. The one guy had to sell his house because he was so far in debt. He had to get rid of his house.
He had to sell his house, but he was still trying to be in a fucking band?
Yes, that's what's kind of sad and pathetic about it.
What a douche.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they had to pack up their shit and put a lot of it in storage and move out of the house. And, and the thing is they also got Steve Blaze from Lillian Axe.
Okay.
To step in there and help them, do some guitar lessons, and the Peavy company.
Okay, not Stevie Peavy.
No, not Stevie Peavy. I'm talking about the music equipment company.
Sure.
Peavy donated like some amps and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So they did get a little bit of sponsorship for some, I think Dean Guitars threw in a couple of guitars.
Sure. I wonder if they regret it now that they see what it turned into.
I don't know, man, but it was kind of goofy.
That's funny.
But you got to watch it, though. It's on Amazon Prime. I mean, you have to buy it to watch it. Right. But, it is there.
I'll look on Cody. I mean, I'll buy it from Amazon Prime.
But it's called Here I Go Again.
Here I Go Again. Okay.
It's like HAIR. Here I Go Again.
All right. I'll give it a look.
Yeah. So I was just kind of morbidly fascinated with that a little bit.
Well, I'm so desperate to find something to watch right now. It's like I keep starting shows and I keep getting bored really fast because I'm just sick of being fucking home.
Right.
It's like I started watching that show Ozark. Have you started that one yet?
No, I have not. I saw it, popping up on the
Netflix.
On the watch list, but no, I have not watched that.
Dude, that show is everything that I would watch. It's got murder, it's got drug dealers, it's got laundering money. I mean, it's everything I love in shows. And I watched like 6 episodes, and now I'm just like, I can't make it to the fucking finish line. It's only like 10 episodes long. And it's good. And it's good, but I'm just so bored with TV right now. I can't watch anymore. From being home so much.
Right.
And it just, you ever get that way? You never get that way because you don't watch that much TV, but.
No, I'm not majorly into watching TV.
Yeah. Because I'm sort of grounded right now. I just haven't been, out to do anything else. So I try to fill my time with podcasts and TV when I'm not, or even when I am, when I'm working or when I'm writing or whatever. I'll have it on in the background, and just seems like, dude, this is so stupid. Every day this week, I have to have noise to go to sleep. I can't sleep in like quiet. Every day this week, I've gone to sleep with JFK on. Because it's like, I know I won't watch it, so I turn it on, and then I just listen to JFK getting shot as it soothes me off to bed. It's so fucked up, man.
Nice. Well, the one that I've attempted to watch 3 times this week that I went to sleep all 3 times.
Yeah.
I was trying to watch the latest Louis C.K. special.
Okay.
Louis C.K. 2017.
Boring, huh?
I get into about 20 minutes of it and I'm asleep.
Is it not because it's not funny, or is it just because?
No, I mean, it's funny. I mean, but it's not enough to keep me awake or keep my attention.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I've sort of lost interest in him lately. I'll tell you what I did watch this week that was pretty good was an older special from Doug Stanhope where he was like in a little tiny club with like 75 people. Did you see that one?
I've seen there's several of them out on YouTube.
Okay.
And I've watched probably 3, maybe 4 different, video. Some of it's a professionally shot, and then others are just like audience,
right.
or something.
This was a pro shot one, and it was the one where he talked about using his mom's credit cards after she died.
Right.
Man, I was fucking rolling. He was cracking me the fuck up.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Out on tour, and I'd like to go see him, if he gets into the area here. So
sure.
I haven't seen him live, I've just seen his videos and stuff, but he's hysterical stand-up.
He's really funny. And man, he was doing this and I mean, it was clear he was too big to be in that room, but he was doing it in a room with like 70 people. It was great. It was like the old, like in the 50s, when you see those old comics from like the 50s or 60s or whatever.
Right.
It looked like one of those kind of shows, except it was Doug Stanhope, and it was probably like 2012 or 13 or something.
Okay.
Good video. Good stuff. I don't know what it's called, but if people want to watch a good one, Doug Stanhope, good one.
Right. Exactly. All right. Well, you're going to have your guest coming up here in about 25 minutes?
Yep. John Bazaha of the Babies.
All right. Well, we will, let's take a short break here. We'll come back and then we'll, do something until he comes up.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, is there something you'd like to hear?
How about you got that Addict's Demon or Addict Demons?
Yes, I do.
Give me something off of that. I don't care what. Pick the longest one.
Pick the longest one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the name of the band is called Addicts, ATTICK Demons.
Yeah.
Addict
Demons. They're good, man. Pick any song. They're good. I still don't know the names of the songs, but I know I like the band.
Okay. Let's see here. I haven't listened to these guys at all, so let me flip through the titles here real quick and see.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to address this since it's in the chat room. We're not going to play the new Dokken song anymore. Not until we had permission from Don to play it last week. That's the end of it. We're not going to play it again until it's officially at least released to radio.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be released with the DVD set.
Yes.
And those who got to hear it last week, you were just lucky enough to hear it because we got to play it at the end of the show, and that's the first and only time you're going to hear it until it's we can actually play it for real.
Yeah, I must have got 30 emails this week. Dude, you got to put it out on YouTube. No, we're not.
You can't do that, dude.
We're not putting it out anywhere, and we're not going to play it again.
It's an unreleased song.
Yeah, the only place that you get to hear it was last week on our show. If you happened to be listening when Don was in a good mood, you got to hear it. If not, you're going to wait. That's it. You can play some Dokken, though, if you want to.
Yeah, I know. I got the waiver this week.
Yeah, we got the waiver from Don. So we can play some Dokken.
Okay.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, it's Eric Braverman. What's going on, Eric?
Calling in because I was seeing, I'm watching this chat room thing and seeing you guys on the video.
Well, all right. We're doing our own heavy metal television.
I love it.
Does it look okay?
Come on and say something before the next guest.
Okay, well, what's on your mind, Mr. Braverman?
Just I don't know. You guys seem like you need some stuff to talk about. I can get Bobby D. Lee facts out. I can do anything.
Well, start with the video, Eric. Does it look okay?
Yes.
Okay. Because this is really our first crack at it, so.
But how far behind? Like, I'm listening to you guys, and you're talking about the new Dokken song. So, like, how far behind is it?
It's about 30 to 40 seconds.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. Well, listen, I didn't even know you'd answer the phone, so I'm going to call. That's me on the phone right there, I can see.
Yeah, there you are.
I'm going to call back in 1 minute on my other phone.
All right.
Just hold on. I'm going to call back in 1 minute.
All right, Eric.
We'll wait on you.
All right.
There goes Eric.
You're not seeing this. I have all these pictures of when people call up. I have all these on the phone pictures that are just actually.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I can't watch the video and do this and try to coordinate everything. So I have no idea what everybody's looking at.
That when you watch it back, you're going to be like, "What the fuck was he doing?"
So you got like a bunch of stock photos and things?
I have a bunch of those. I have a photo for Nalbandian. I have a Tim James photo. I have a It's Time to Talk Dokken, a Snatch Chat. I have all of them. I'm ready.
Oh, nice. Hey, only kill caller. Oh, there he is. There's Eric.
Hey, what's happening? First of all, what's with the unfair, like, studios.
What do you mean?
Well, like, Neeley has this killer studio in the background with all this cool stuff and looks like a rock and roll studio, and Chris looks like he's in Guantanamo.
Mine will get there, Eric. As you can see, I have a green screen behind me, but I didn't get my lights in on time. So once I get my lights in, I'm going to go green screen. That's my own personal choice.
Lava? And have lava behind you, or what?
It's just a green screen.
No, you got to put some mustard or something up there. Write CMS and mustard.
Nah, dude, when we did
up there, just something.
If you look at the test broadcast that we did, I put kittens behind me because that made sense.
They should be being smashed, though. Kittens being smashed by sledgehammers.
That would be very metal.
That would be metal.
You know, I figured you guys would be out in the streets protesting today. So, glad you guys were back in the studio to do this.
Yeah, well, Neeley thought about going out to protest. I personally can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered with the protest.
No, I can't.
I was trying to see if you guys think I should go to Slayer and Lamb of God tomorrow. And I also just went to Deep Purple and Alice Cooper. It was EB plus 80. You bring 80 people.
Deep Purple and Alice Cooper, they provided you with 80 tickets?
Yeah. That's how good it's going.
Well, were you able to give them all away?
Yeah. But I still have not given away all the Nickelback tickets I told you about a couple months ago, coming up September 9th. Anyone that wants to come in. And also, I think there's going to be a protest.
A protest for Nickelback?
And what would the protest be for?
Against Nickelback.
So you think there's going to be a big Nickelback backlash?
Yeah, I think there's going to be like a protest. There were like people saying, somebody showed me something on this thing that the kids use called Facebook, and they were talking about doing that, like having a protest against Nickelback. And then somebody doing it, part of it, called me and said, do you want to give some Nickelback tickets to charity? And something about this, that we would not use our tickets and give them away to charity or some funny thing. So there's a lot of protesting going on in America right now. A lot of angry Americans.
Right. Well, I'd be angry if you actually gave me a pair of Nickelback tickets.
Well, there's going to be some kind of opening band. You would have been pretty mad at Deep Purple.
Who was the opener on that? Deep Purple?
No, it was Edgar Winter. They brought this coffin out, and Edgar Winter came out to do Free Ride. They let him play for like 15 minutes.
Is he still alive?
Alice Cooper played. Then Deep Purple.
All right.
Ugh. I didn't know. I thought there'd be one. I thought you guys would just dedicate a show to it. I guess I'm just off base again. So I'm not. So that just based on the conversation already, I'm not going to Slayer tomorrow.
Why?
I'm just going to go start my Eclipse party.
Why won't you go to Slayer? You could at least see Behemoth.
No, I would normally go see Tom. I was going to go out and have some dinner with Tom.
Yeah.
But it's the last night of the tour.
Okay.
So he has to pack his things, and then him and his wife are going to run off on a little trip for them.
Okay.
And, he doesn't eat anymore before shows. No drugs before shows.
No, that's no fun.
I'm just going to get like 30, 40 people and then hit the road.
Right.
That's what I like to do.
Right.
And where would your travels take you, Eric?
Just north to get closer to the totality of the eclipse, maybe like 8 hours or something, getting close to Utah. And I want to get there before the protesters,
You think they're going to pull down the sun?
Get the hell out of this.
You think they're going to pull out the sun or the moon or something?
What's that?
Do you think they're going to pull out the sun or the moon or protest against either of them?
Yeah, because, it's a black and white thing. Someone's not going to like the black going over the white, and then the white returning. Just freak out,
Probably true.
Navajo Indians here in Arizona don't even go out during the eclipse.
Yeah, I heard that they look at it as bad juju.
Well, it's because the sun. So you just brought Jews into it. It all gets mixed up. But they think it's the birth of the new sun. So that they're not crazy either, you know.
Right.
Hey, the sun's being born again. Okay. Some more peyote.
Nice.
So, also, I think a lot of the Navajos are going to have to be recovering from the Slayer show. Because in Arizona, half the audience at a Slayer show is Native Americans, then the other half racist, you know. So they have a crazy concert together.
I wasn't aware that the Navajo were Slayer fans.
Dude, I think I don't know what the deal is, but at one point the Navajo Indians had a meeting with me and my friends and said, can you help us book some bands on the reservation? We have unlimited money. What can we get? And I'm like, give me a list of bands you'd like me to work. Band number 1, U2. No joke here. Don't start. Chris is already laughing. Number 2 band, Slayer.
Wow.
I told the Indians that I would go and ask Slayer if they would play. The Indians the next day started printing up tickets and selling them out of the trunks of their cars behind my back before I even could talk to Slayer.
Well, they either it was wishful thinking on their part, or they had so much faith in your ability that they thought it was in the bag.
Well, I told them, I don't know how they did that. It was just another crazy story. You said you didn't have a lot going on this week. When I hear you guys talking about the BulletBoys, I know there's a desperation in the air.
That is true.
Like, we got to do something.
Dig us out of our hole,
I love
Eric.
the joke about smoothing up in your child support payments. So it was good.
Right.
So there, And also, you were talking about guarantees for the BulletBoys.
Yeah.
It's got to be just one run through Kentucky. You guys can go into Kentucky Fried Chicken, order anything off the menu, play Smooth Up in You, next town.
Right.
How they could get $3,000, I don't think that's possible.
Oh.
Unless they call the guy Loud and Lima guy. And he will in turn, because I'm psyched for that. I checked all that out. You guys told me to check that out, and I missed it. I'm not missing it next year.
Right.
Oh, dude, he could have House of Lords or, a reunited Kingdom Come.
I thought they were done.
Well, that's why he reunited.
Loud and Lima makes an offer.
They might just get the band back together just for that gig.
Exactly. Chris, could you just throw CMS in mayonnaise behind you?
I just read here. CM.
Mayonnaise or mustard, I think, would really pop off that green screen.
Trust me, I'll have it together, Eric. I'm working toward it.
You're going to put up fake pictures behind yourself?
Yeah, of course, or video or something.
We want to see, like, isn't that, this is, Mr. Neeley, this is your kitchen or your breakfast nook you're in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is where this is where I break bread every day.
Looks real good. And then Chris is being held captive. He has these big headphones on. It's like, what the hell? How about a different sheet each time? You could take different bedspreads.
Yeah, maybe after this break, I'll come back with the Pokemon sheet or something.
Dude, trust me. Trust it. So, I just want to say hi to you guys and say I love looking at this. It's funny to look at you guys. And we get the more the facial expressions add to the show.
Eric, how did you find out we were broadcasting live? How were you informed of this?
Well, when I'm on the internet on Saturdays and no one's around, the wife and kid are gone, I take out different lotions and I get like a beanbag chair and I cover that like in an oil, and then I put on the internet and look for some sexy activity, So I'm like, let's start with the Classic Metal Show, and I could listen to you guys while I, look for some quality porn, like protest porn.
Protest porn.
Protest porn is really good. So this comes up, and I just thought it was your pictures, and I saw you guys kind of moving, and I'm like, this is awesome. And then I read the little things, generally hates people, always an asshole. Like, those are marketable for license plates and shit.
Nice.
Epitaph. I think you guys should go in the epitaph business. Friend dies, family member dies, call the Classic Metal Show and get an epitaph for them.
Right.
Come on, fuck you, pal. Isn't an awesome epitaph to see on a gravestone?
He's out of here. Fuck you, pal.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hail and kill. Hail and kill. Just hail and kill. Robert Stevenson, 1963 to 2018. Hail and kill. Fucking awesome.
Yep.
I'm thinking I'm going to be saying that tonight when we're getting ready for the human sacrifices under the eclipse tomorrow morning.
Nice.
So it's pretty good. And what are you, Chris, what are you, under house arrest? Or are you...
Yeah, pretty much.
Or why did you say you can't go out?
Because I don't have any backup for my kid, and as he's working his way through the fun of cancer, I'm the backup to get him to the hospital and whatnot as needed.
Oh, my God.
Fun, huh?
Make jokes about that.
You know what? Some people will, I'm sure. It's all good.
I'm trying to come out. I got nothing.
You asked, I'll tell.
Well, that's good, though. I think it's good for the fans here to know that you're the kind of man that's going to devote himself to that. So good for you.
Yeah, who do you think he is? Mark Torian?
Who?
Mark Torian.
Who's that? The guy from the OJ trial?
Yeah, the guy from the BulletBoys.
The
BulletBoys. You were talking about Mark Foreigner or whatever, the racist cop from the OJ trial.
Right.
Which I do equate with Chris. So I didn't know.
With me? I'm not the one that wears that label. Not usually.
Chris Aiken, i.e. the Mark Furman of the Classic Metal Show.
Yeah, Mark Furman. Oh, that's who it is, Mark Furman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, did I get him mixed up with the guy in the BulletBoys?
Yes.
Definitely need to get the bong. Get the bong out. I'm just yelling in the other room. Get the bongs out. All right. Get this party started. Saturday night, I've already been wrong 5 times on the CMS show already.
Nice.
On a non-scheduled appearance.
Right.
Crazy. All right. Well, you have your. Did you say the guy from the Babies is coming on?
Yep.
Yes.
They had a bunch of great songs.
Yeah, they did.
They had a bunch of really cool songs for gay lifestyle, clubbing and stuff. But they did have some good songs. Do they still go out and do stuff?
Yeah, they're on tour.
Oh wow. When I was a kid, I liked a couple of their songs. Can't remember what the hell. I could sing them, but I don't know the name of them. So there you go.
Well, Chris knows them all.
I don't want to. What's that?
Chris knows them all.
I do.
That's good. It's not exactly classic metal, but it's good radio rock and kind of interesting. You probably have a bunch of interesting questions. I don't want to stomp on that. You guys can go about your thing. I'll come talk to you soon. I just was like, wow. This is cool, and why does Neeley always have to put Chris at a disadvantage psychiatrically? Because when fans are listening, they're like, wow. I wonder if Neeley provides, benefits to Chris or anything, or is he just on the other side of that wall, like in a little box or something?
Yeah,
Chris is like the Robin Quivers in the Howard Stern show.
Oh my, oh, wow. I don't even want to get in there. Now you're calling, during the protest, you're calling him a black woman.
Right.
So,
easy.
Getting crazy. So anyway, I got to go and launder my hood and American flags and brown shirts to get ready for the Slayer show and the eclipse. I'm from Arizona, so racism is normal and fine. Yeah.
It's normal and fine.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good marketable catchphrase as well. Arizona, where racism is normal and fine.
Dude, yeah, we have a Confederate monument, and it was tarred and feathered this past week. They tarred and feathered the monument, like the monument would be bothered. That thing was cleaned up better than ever the next day. People came out with their own handkerchiefs and stuff, their own shirt, and scrubbed it off.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody driving through Arizona stopped at one of our Confederate monuments and actually tarred and feathered it. You could look that up.
Very nice.
So we just got to get back to, like I said, I'm going to go back to oppressing the Jews, Muslims, Mexicans, and Negroes, gay people, women, veterans, and workers around us here. And the teachers, too. We got to get these teachers. What are they trying to pull?
Yeah, seriously, man.
Bunch of baloney. So, yeah, hail and kill. Enjoy, and we will talk soon. Thanks for all the free entertainment.
All right, Eric.
All right, Eric.
Good night.
Good night.
Later.
Oh, there goes Eric.
There goes Eric. Wow.
All right. Well, I'm going to play a tune here.
All right.
And then you can give your guy the heads up to, he can call in and we can talk to him.
Okay.
So should I just go straight for the baby's tune?
No, I texted him and told him we were going to be about 10 minutes, like 2 seconds
All
ago.
right.
So play the Attacks Demon, and then when the baby song comes on, I'll text him.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
All right.
So let's play it. Let's play the title track from this Attic Demons.
All right.
And this one is just called Let's Raise Hell exclusively.
On your Classic Metal Show.